What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props picks video. Going to be breaking it down, giving you guys a 4-hitter power play to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks tonight. As always, if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, would highly recommend you do so. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like player strikeouts, pitching out, pitcher fantasy score, hitter fantasy score, hits and walks, runs and RBIs, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 today on your first deposit. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go ahead and lock that in, get that free money offer, and start winning some money over here on Prizepicks, guys. And if you're going to be very serious about Prizepicks, I would highly recommend my premium content packages. That's linked below in the description. You can get access to all of my sheets, my core plays, my data sheets, StatCast data, splits leaderboard, team hitting data, bullpen data, and my Discord chat access. I do offer a Prizepicks MLB package, a DraftKings FanDuel NBA pack, or MLB package, NBA, same thing. If you play DraftKings FanDuel and Prizepicks, you can get access to the combo package, get access to the DraftKings FanDuel and the Prizepicks at a discount. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested. And let's get into the picks. As always, if you enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Like goal in this video is going to be 200 likes. So let's talk about it. We're going to talk about kind of MLB. If you've been playing NBA, you're not familiar with MLB, it's a whole different ball game. It's pretty much, a game built on failure or success. A lot of the tickets that I create, a lot of MLB in general is based on, correlation. And we're going to do some correlation on this ticket today that I have for you guys. And the first game we're going to talk about is the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. This game is played in Philadelphia tonight. It's a great hitting environment across the board in Citizens Bank Park, so it's always a ballpark that I like targeting. You can see very friendly for home runs, very friendly for doubles, triples in the gap, pretty much anything you could ask for the most part. This ballpark does play very friendly too. And I like some Phillies bats tonight. They come in with a 4.74 implied run total, taking on Taijuan Walker, kind of breaking down Taijuan Walker splits and stuff across the board. As far as his SIERA, he comes in with a 4.45 SIERA over the last couple years, only a 9.4 swinging strike rate, 8.4% walk rate. He gives up a 380 slugging to righties and a 384 slugging to lefties. So 21.7% K rate to righties, a 23% K rate to lefties. He's really just mediocre across the board. Does struggle more so against those lefties when it comes to the ground ball, fly ball stuff. So he gives up, quite a bit of power to the left-handed bats, but pretty splits neutral, pretty just kind of average across the board. He is a guy that if you've been watching him for some time now, tends to either go out there and dominate or do not so good. And the Philadelphia Phillies have a really deep lineup that I think can give him some issues tonight. Schwarber, Bohm, Harper, Castellanos, JT Realmuto, Didi Gregorius, Rhys Hoskins in the 7th spot, Gene Segura in the 8th spot, Roman Quinn in the 9th spot. None of these guys are really a gimme out, and they do have a big implied run total tonight. I'm going to be taking advantage. Taking two guys on their team. Number one, I'm going to be talking about at the top of the lineup for hitter fantasy score. I like the over Kyle Schwarber, 6.5 hitter fantasy score tonight. And number two, Nick Castellanos, over 6.5 hitter fantasy score tonight as well. Taijuan Walker, really mostly just a fastball, cutter sinker guy. That's going to come right at you. And these guys do hit those pitches very well. They're at the top of the lineup. I expect them to get plenty of opportunity, and you do get the nice discount on them at a 6.5 hitter fantasy score when you're breaking down the scoring chart over here on Prizepicks as far as how this stuff's going to break out for scoring. Hitters, you get a single, it's 3 points, double, 5 points, triple, 8 points, home run, 10 points, run, 2 points, 2 runs for the 2 points for the runs batted in, 2 points for base on balls, 2 points for hit by pitch, and 5 points for a stolen base. So, when it comes to a guy like a Kyle Schwarber and a Nick Castellanos, really you're hoping they hit a double at least. Hopefully a double in the gap. That'll get you 5 points immediately, and then if they score, they've already hit their over. If they get an RBI on that double, they've already hit their over. If they get a 2 RBI single, there's so many options for a lineup that's expected to turn over. So I do like the over for those two guys tonight. And then the other two guys I want to be talking about are in the Houston Astros, Detroit Tigers game. The Houston Astros have a 4.77 implied run total. They're in Houston tonight. When you're looking at their ballpark as far as how it plays, it is very friendly to right-handed hitting specifically. Down that left field line, it's a nice short field porch. And there's a nice deep gap out there to left center. If you get in the gap, you're pretty much automatic double. So we do prefer to target the right-handed hitters, and that's a good thing because we're taking on Tariq Skubal tonight. who is a guy that's a left-handed hurler himself. He has a high strikeout rate, but he gives up a ton of hard contact with a 36.4% hard contact rate with a 5.02 slugging to righties. Specifically against those right-handed bats is just where he has some issues. He really relies on the strikeouts, and that's going to be a problem for him tonight because he's taking on a very low strikeout lineup in the Houston Astros, full of guys that really just don't strike out. So obviously the ball's going to be put in play. And when the ball's put in play, there's going to be some hard contact generated from those right-handed bats, and I want to be taking advantage of it with two guys at the top of this Houston Astros lineup that do hit left-handed pitching well, are very familiar with the confines of Houston, and do hit down that left field line. Well, I'll take advantage. And the first guy I'm going to talk about is Jose Altuve. I like the over 6.5 hitter fantasy score for him. And Alex Bregman, the over 6.5 hitter fantasy score for him. These guys both have some speed too, so if they get on base and they get that stolen base, obviously that's going to be a nice bump to our scoring, as we talked about with the scoring chart, 5 points for a stolen base. So those two guys, you get the added bonus of the speed. Castellanos and Schwarber, not quite as much speed, but a lot more power, so you're kind of sacrificing one for another. And like I said, Tariq Skubal gives up a ton of hard contact, but his problem is, his strength is strikeouts, and these guys really don't strike out. Jose Altuve only strikes out 13% of the time against left-handed pitching, and Alex Bregman only strikes out 17% of the time against left-handed pitching. So I think Skubal's going to kind of meet his kryptonite tonight when it comes to this matchup against Houston. The rest of the lineup really doesn't strike out a bunch either, so I expect the lineup to turn over a bunch. Same thing for Philly. When you're stacking up a couple guys on a team, you're hoping that the entire team has a good night, and they turn the lineup over many times, and your guys get 4 or 5 at bats. So if for some reason they don't get that RBI double the first time up, or the triple that you need the first time up, they get 4 at bats, 5 at bats. Hopefully 6 at bats would be ideal. That's all part of the strategy here. So that is my overall breakdown for this one tonight, guys. Those are my 4 picks. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. And if you're going to be very serious, like I said, I would highly recommend my premium content packages. I do offer DraftKings, FanDuel, Prizepicks. If you do play both, you get access to the combo. I've been playing MLB DFS for years, definitely very knowledgeable on it, and a bunch of stuff over that's going to help you out. You get the cheat sheet, the top stacks, all that stuff for the DraftKings, FanDuel. For the Prizepicks, you get the core plays. I know we went over a 4-hitter power play in this one, so you get the pitching play. Sometimes we do pitching in these videos. It really just depends upon the board and what I'm feeling for that video that day. But you get access to all those main core plays. So check that out. Link below in the description, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. If you haven't checked out the Prizepicks app, check them out. Use that promo code KJK DFS. Get that offer today. Start winning some money, guys. Wishing you all the best luck tonight, and we will see you in the next one.